Welcome everybody to the Determined Podcast. My name is Pasta Guy, and here with me as always is the wonderful Cupcake Paints.
Heyo!
And here with me today is Storywolf and a whole bunch of other people. Say hi, guys.
Hello!
Long time, friend.
Hello. Oi!
Yo, what's up?
So yeah.
Introduction noise.
Where's my toothpaste boy?
Ah, sorry. I was checking things.
Oh.
I'm here. Hello.
Good job.
Let me do my other style greeting too. Howdy.
Oh my gosh.
I can just imagine Susie just asking that same question and Toothpaste Boy just checking his phone going.
Oh my gosh.
This
Yeah,
ain't
no,
the
I was,
Oscars.
I have Twitch open right now, so I wanted to make sure that the stream was working, and I was like waiting for the audio, and then the audio finally showed up. So we're good.
Yeah.
Thanks for using the art, by the way.
Oh yeah. The Duck Ralsy is my favorite.
I love how it turned
Look
out.
at that art. Look at that good art.
I love how it turned out. So cute.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, especially since you guys are smaller creators in the fandom, I would very much appreciate if you guys gave an introduction for people who haven't heard of you before, or just don't know to the full extent of what you guys do for the fandom, because some of these people might just know you for some things when you've actually doing a whole lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, first Ven, I guess, because he's first in the list.
Hello, everyone. My name is Venice, and I just I kind of just make art and do voices for fun. So yeah, I usually do just mainly art, and voice acting is something that I've been wanting to do, and so hence the joining the stream for the Deltarune game for story, and that's basically how that has started. So hello, pleasure meeting you.
Alright.
Now, Red. If
Yeah,
is-
Red.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Hey, I'm go by Lord Redman on Discord, but use various basically I switch around the letters of that name a lot for different like tags on social media. I mostly write in my spare time. I don't really do art, and I just wanted to branch out more, so I decided to try to do some voice acting stuff.
Alright.
Yay.
Alright,
Then
next
it's
up.
me, but y'all already know about me. So
Well, Cupcake, you can tell us about the part you specifically played.
I played Fluff. I played the Fluff Boy, Ralsy, everybody's favorite little Fluff Boy. I
The
also
original Toothpaste Boy.
the original Toothpaste Boy. I also played Queen, and oh yeah, Noelle. I forgot.
How can you forget
Toriel, and Alphys.
How can you forget Noelle Cupcake? She's kind of like your Stan in the world of Undertale / Deltarune.
She's like the she's like my shy girl representation. I know.
Except that she actually does want to smooch people instead of being a asexual person like you.
Indeed.
Specifically a big purple lizard.
Love it. See, there we go.
So now we're on to Demon King.
Yep.
Hi there, folks. Name's Demon. I don't really do much in this community. This is actually the first time I've ever even participated in this community.
Same.
But so far, I've been enjoying the voice acting bit.
Alright.
Here. Thank you for renaming yourself, Gabriel.
Spamped in VA, oh jeez.
That works.
Mhm.
Because yes, Skippy does voice spam.
Yep.
He,
Yeah, and also what's fun is-
voices the Tumblr sexy man of the day.
Stray away from
Yeah.
God's vision.
Also, really quick note for Demon King is that actually it's because of us doing these VAs that kind of got him into potentially wanting to play the game. He actually got the game to like play on his own, so
Yeah.
which is actually pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice.
We are his influence. Aren't we,
I
Greg?
owned Undertale right about when it just came out, but it just bought since I saw like everyone playing it. It was just more became, what's the point? I've seen every route. I've enjoyed seeing every route. I like pain, so I'm a sadist, so seeing the murder route got me intrigued. But then I saw the Sands fire, I was like, nah.
Not the only one.
Oh, hey, Demo's in the chat. Hey, Demo!
Hi, Demo.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll be back. I need to go let my pups out.
All right, sounds good.
So now we have Fluffy, aka Arcane, I believe.
Oh, it's a fellow fluff-covered person.
Yeah. Just yes.
Yes, fluffy person. Are you ready?
Where do I? Sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Alrighty, take your time.
So, hi everyone. I go by many names. But you can either call me Arcane, you can call me Poppins, you can call me Fluffy. It all depends. But I've known Story for a little over 10 years, and it's almost been a year since I've done streaming with her. And to be a guest, voice acting for not just her, but also Gibu, it just came up, and I was like, okay. It's kind of hard to admit it, but I'm not the social type.
Oh, what?
I'm basically the butterfly in the room or on the wall.
What, being socially anxious, no one who's watching a podcast about a dorky game from years ago will ever be able to relate to that.
Definitely not.
We're all very socially adjusted here.
I'm just basically quote unquote the moron around here.
Oh no, you're not.
You're not dumb.
Get out of here.
Besides, dumb
Get you
deer
on the
sounds way better than dumb Fluffy, so...
Yeah, no, I've known Arcane, as he said, for over 10 years. When we first started, we did a World of Warcraft stream together, playing the newer stuff, and he basically voice acted for some of the characters that didn't actually have voices, and also he helped me with the story because I had no idea what was going on. So I knew that he would be perfect for this in general because he's just that kind of person. Once you get him talking, he's that fun to be around, and also the the way how he does certain voices is actually really good. So and he's also kind of fun.
Sorry, I gotta wait.
You all right over there?
You gotta wait.
I kind of had to wait for you to finish that one to actually prove your point.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. Okay.
Okie dokies. Gibby. Maybe. Wait. Yeah, Gibby.
Well, Ebu is
Well,
muted.
depends on
Give
where
me
you're
st-
looking.
I'm muted so I don't interrupt anybody, but hello! I'm
I am several people at once. I'm Susie. I'm also Rose Cat. I'm any voice acting role. I am the auxiliary voice actor for story streams.
Oh, shut
I
up.
kind
You do
of-
a good job as Susie in Spam 10. I can't even do that.
Also,
I play several different sexy men for arbitrary reasons.
Yeah.
Hi, Swatch. How are you doing today, Swatch?
Don't
I
That's
have
mind
what we're
been
me.
here to
told
Open
by
Swatch
a
enjoyer.
certain someone that aside from doing all the voices and being prepared to do them at all times, I am also the distraction for other things.
Meanwhile, I'm dying over here in the corner.
I'm just
oh yeah, don't
flailing
worry.
around
That's a
like
redeem on our channel. That's actually my next point. The back on track. I've kind of rooted myself in a lot of story streams to the point that I actually convinced her to get through with Undertale so that I didn't have to wait 7 months, which I ended up waiting, to send her anything related to Spamton.
There was that.
Oh yeah, she's not living that down.
I
I
never
am
lived that down.
actually- I am
Can you
actually
imagine
a
Gibby
theater
voicing
design technology major. I am an actual voice actor. I do this stuff and get paid. I'm just doing this because it makes me happy. Another thing, because I'm going to use this as a shameless plug. I have the rights and the money and the production going for. I'm actually going to be performing live in costume in a show produced, directed, and performed by me in December. That's going to be streamed live on Twitch.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I'm
Yes.
doing it at infinitum live.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome. Also, it's all paid for by me, so I'm going to be bleeding money.
Please come watch. Please come watch. I need something to. I need to have a roof over my head after all this is said and done.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be selling the costumes once it's done, but I am Gibby Cobble. I've been called Guy. EG is what I'm called on different platforms. I am whatever people think I am. My actual name on the my actual name on the platforms are the Gibbous. So if that means anything, you can contact me that way. I'm open for gigs. Shameless plug.
What the character I am.
Half-bred chaos. Your duck emotes are quite something to behold.
They're adorable. But yeah, as you were saying, Half-Bred Chaos, you can imagine Gibby voicing Madness from Chrono Trigger. We're actually, that's actually in the works. It's on one of our lists as one of the games we plan on voice acting. So that might be a thing, so stay tuned.
Oh man, Chrono Trigger's a way longer game than Undertale and Deltarune though, so...
A little bit.
That is my introduction, though, so hello, I just do a lot of voices. I've voiced both Jevil and Spamton, though, so I'm pretty much locked in that I claim dibs on any secret boss. I also voiced the god of Hyperdeath.
My boy... What are you doing to my boy?
Also Flowey.
I think I changed myself on the list because I changed my name.
You
It
did.
bounced me to the end, I think.
I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
might
you're
have changed yourself on the list, but you should be okay.
Bidapoo.
Yeah, this thing was clearly not meant to have so many people in here at once. Every time we have more than like 8 people, it kind of gets people start to get cut off.
Just a little bit, it looks like, yeah.
Oh, a little bit. A little bit.
That fence also looks like it's zoomed into all high hell.
A Pastafarian.
I went.
You guys talking crap about me in the chat? Say it in my face.
Alright, I just pulled home. I just pulled in home. I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, I will, Pastafarian.
Oh god.
I'll have to listen to you. I'll have to listen to you, deal maker.
Love it.
But yeah, I'm gonna go. I just got home. I'm gonna go ahead and mute so all my noises of getting out my car and getting home and talking to my brother doesn't overtake anything.
No
Okay.
problem, Sally.
Yeah,
You just
if
let us
my
know when
grandma-
you're ready.
Okay,
Yeah.
will do.
Yeah, all good. No worries, Shadow.
I'm
Yeah, Shadow
sad,
was
I'm
our
not making any.
yeah, Shadow was our Sans from the Undertale part, which is basically kind of like season 1.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I will say this.
I
though,
did
this
also
is
voice
my-
Asriel in that one, which is why I was the god of hyperdeath. I have a
Yep.
long list.
You
Let's just
do.
say that.
But,
Maybe he does have a long list.
I am totally not biased because Azriel's my favorite character, but can I please hear your interpretation of the fluffy boy?
My
Also, if
interpretation
I'm sorry?
isn't actually
sorry.
that impressive. I made him soft. He's happy and sounds like he could break down and
It's
cry at any
adorable.
moment.
Oh,
So
someone in the
good.
chat asked who did the background artwork.
Oh, that was a
That'd be
combination.
Story.
That was a combination of me, Gibby, and Ven. I did the four in the front as well as Red in the back, who is Chaos King back there, and Ven did our Demon King, who is the Jigsawy mobster, and Arcane, who is Malleus over there in the corner.
Whoa!
I did shading and background.
Yep.
Nice.
Did the shading in the background, and also is responsible for the amazing like floor design, which I fell in love with. I was like, oh, thank you. Did such a good job on that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess the next person to do introductions is you, Story.
I guess it's me.
And
So-
we'll come back to Shadow when he comes back.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. All right, so hello for some of you guys that don't know me. My name is Storywolf, and I'm normally just a streamer that does like a variety streaming. I do art streams, as well as video game stuff. My favorite video games are like RPGs. So obviously playing Undertale was like the next best thing. Basically, I also do. Excuse me, I don't know where my brain is today. I also am a part of the fandom. I've been a part of the fandom for a long time, since it came out. I have written numerous different AUs, none of which are extremely popular. I just haven't kept up with them enough, so I couldn't keep up with everybody else I might have started at the same time. But mine have fallen behind, because just my life's so crazy, I haven't been able to keep up with any of my stories. I've written Dead Tale, which is currently on my DeviantArt page. And I also did, this confuses people, I did Time Tale, but not the same Time Tale as another one you might know. The one done by, oh god, what's her name? I can't believe I'm blanking on her
Alicia.
name. Alicia, thank you. We actually started ours at the same time, and it caused a big thing. Like, both of our fan bases were telling the other, hey, this person is stealing your work. So we ended up actually having to talk to each other, and we compared our stories together, our notes, and we concluded that, no, none of our stuff is the same. It's just the name. It's fine. And they both look so different, there's no way they're going to be able to clash with each other. So we made it publicly known, it's fine, no worries, but it was way too funny. So, but yeah, of course, Alicia's still doing hers, and hers is amazing. I read her comic all the time. It's absolutely amazing comic.
Can I
Check her
just
out.
say her artwork is like absolutely spectacular. Like,
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
it is top tier for sure. Absolutely spectacular. But yeah,
and
so I
I'm
do
totally
that.
not saying that so that she doesn't like come on the show or anything like that. Please, I need
cool
the
to have
views. I'm like super inconsistent considering.
I
But
can
yeah,
make
she's-
something to stream about.
She is super
that a
cool to
good
talk to. I talked to her. She's neat. But yeah, basically it's oh, internet is dying. Yeah, internet's kind of bugging back and forth. I think it's just the internet anyway. But let's see. So that's part of the community that I am in as well. I also do a lot of story writing. I sing. I have a lot of different things that I do. But mainly what I've been doing lately is streaming, because it's one of the very few things that I can actually get all my stuff done. But yeah, I also gotten into video game design with actually Demon King. We're working on a game. Firstly, mainly his game, but I'm working on the artwork for his game. So, which is cool. A lot of cool stuff going on. But yeah, so that's a bit about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who is next? Are you waiting on I guess we're waiting on Shadow. I guess it's the last one.
Yeah, it is.
Shadow
okay.
is the last one to introduce himself.
Alrighty.
But we can
In that
always.
case, I'm still doing stuff, but instead of keeping people waiting, I'll at least get my introduction out the way real quick then.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Hello, I'm Shadow. I also go by Ragnar on Discord, and I'm a bit of a lurker as well for the most part, because typically life hits me pretty. I get busy, and if I see stuff hours later, something important.
Yeah, it's lagging a little bit. There it goes. Keep an eye on the screen at the same time.
All right. I only did this voice acting thing for fun because it was something I wanted to do back when Story got Undertale, and I ended up voicing Sans and Asgore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. I also may or may not be infamous for scarring Gibby with a joke I made within the Ruins part of Story's playthrough regarding Frisk flirting with Toriel.
Oh, God.
I made a step on me goat mommy joke.
Oh, no.
That's
oh,
funny.
dear. But yeah, Shadow is also one of the people that I've known for over 10 years. And when I first got Undertale, it was something I wanted to do. Was I really badly wanted to record it. I wanted to stream my reaction to it. And I brought it up to Shadow at first, because I can't do the low voices very easily. So I brought it up to him. He was like, yeah, let's do it. And fast forward many years later, and I finally got around to it.
I missed one day of voicing Sans, so I missed the day for the first important talk Sans had with Frisk about flowers, but I was definitely there for the mega important talk in the Judgment Hall.
The part that I always wanted you to play, which I was like, that was perfect. That was like the part that I envisioned for so long. I was like,
yeah.
But anywho. Perfect.
Alright, gonna mute since I'm still putting stuff up.
Okay, no worries.
Alright, now that we're done with the introductions, like 30 minutes in.
That's how you have a big cast, I'm sorry.
hey, it's fine. We got time.
It's fine. We've had big casts before.
Okay, good. I was kind of worried. I was like, nothing.
We had the whole dev team of Bonely Hearts Club on here at one point, and that was
God,
interesting. It was long.
Okay, so there we go. You're used to this then. Okay, go
okay,
ahead.
so first actual question I'm gonna ask. This is a question for all of you. When did all of you first hear of Undertale / Deltarune? Like, how'd you first encounter it?
Yeah.
Do we want to go in order? Probably be a good idea to go in order. So then, wait, I think Demon King, are you still here?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay.
Itself.
Okay, cool.
Okay, good.
Yay.
I did message back in his chat.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
okay, I wanted to
remember.
make sure. Because I heard you said you were taking off, so I was like, what happened?
What happened?
Yep. It's always fun part. Oh, yeah,
in
so...
order?
Yeah, we're going in order on our list. I guess which list are we going by? Probably easier to go in the one from the voice channel, but that way we don't have to worry about. Probably better to go that way.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so then it would be Cupcake technically, or Demon King.
Well, I've already answered this question many times on this.
So yeah, Demon King, you go. Demon King the 9th, I should say. Get it right.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Just call me Nine. Nine's fine. So I saw the game. I think Markiplier was playing it, and that's how I got introduced to it. I think it was Mark. It was Mark or Jack. One of those two.
Jack had a more fun time playing it. Poor Mark. We don't talk about Mark when it comes to that. His poor experience. I feel sorry for him, but
we don't talk about Markiplier.
So,
no, we always talk about Markiplier. He's great. He's the one. He's the one good. He's like the one consistent good in all this chaos that we've had in the last couple of years.
that is fair. But yeah.
Did I get chaos?
Oh no, there's
Not yet, Jevil.
From that, I never really got into the community too much. I bought the game right when he was playing it. I thought, oh, this looks like fun. I'll play it sometime. Never played it. Never even downloaded it. Bought it, forgot about it, and then I saw Miss Story here playing it, and I'm like, okay, this is fun. This is fun. I'm enjoying how this is going. And then we met up one character, and I'm like, you're doing this character injustice.
Oh, that's right. That was Snowdrake's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snowdrake's dad was because of the accent, and then because Zen King also played Snowdrake's dad. Funny enough, at least a couple parts.
Yeah. So from that, and it's actually because of Story again that I got into Deltarune. This is my first time ever seeing Deltarune. Like, all little playthrough is the first time I've ever seen it. So, when we went in, I knew nothing about it. Or didn't even spoil nothing about it. Like, I think the only thing I ever saw was Adfinium. And I don't even see that once I learned Story was doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So, I even waited for that. So, that's my story about how I got to learn of the Undertale and the deltas of the runes.
Nice. I'm honestly just amazed that you were able to like keep yourself away from spoilers so long with Deltarune, because that's quite an achievement.
It's really hard.
Like I said, the only thing I ever saw was Adfinium.
Nice.
So that's no. Even then, I don't even see that until we got to Spampton.
Oh, nice. So you were able to keep yourself out of the loop. All I saw was I saw Snowgrave, Noelle, and I instantly kept on just trying not to look at anymore. I was like, nope, I can't.
Just like an
See
effort.
Snowgrave. I don't even see that.
Ooh.
It wasn't till we got to that part, like after we met Noelle, after we finished, that I got to see Snowgrave, because I'm like, you know, Gibbous here keeps talking about it, or talked about it for like one day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what in the devil's name is it? It's Donkey Hide.
Oh,
Who is this
try my
person you
best.
speak of? I must
Try my
know.
best not to swear.
good call.
So how I felt about it once I saw it, I freaked the hell out. Like, Noelle doesn't actually know the spell. And spoilers for those who haven't seen it, basically kills Birdling.
Oh God.
Yep.
Yeah, no
Makes him
frozen
into a
chicken here.
birdsicle.
Poor bird boy.
That's why I gave a spoiler, so I gave you a couple seconds. But either way, when I saw that, I'm like, wow! Bird deserved it.
And
Jerk.
No, it's Birdly.
Like, no offense to Birdley. He deserved it. I cannot stand that character. No, the voice actor we have who does Birdley, fantastic. I believe it was originally Gibby. Then I think Red took it, or who took it?
It was Arcane.
It was Arcane.
was
It was
Birdie, and Arcane did a voice not too far off, but he does it more naturally.
That
in a
is-
sense, I basically went with the idea of basically comic book guy from The Simpsons. I was like, worst comic ever. And
So
That's
from that,
beautiful.
I believe from that segue, I believe Arcane would be next, or Fluffy
Yep.
Gear, as we see him in chat.
Yep.
all right.
Nice segue.
Wow, that sarcasm. That sarcasm
We
is
have
just
fun here.
palatable.
We have fun here.
Well, keep up that enthusiasm, Gibby.
No, it's genuine.
Okay, Flowey, go away.
Oh my God.
just hissing.
Just hissed.
Just, hey yo, what the plant doing?
Oh
What the
God.
plant
We
doing?
can get the weed killer.
Oh good Lord.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So
folks,
Wait, so who's up next? Who's talking?
So,
Okay.
Whoever muted me, I did not appreciate that.
what?
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 Someone mute me, or am I just losing my mind?
You're
I think
losing
you
your
did it
mind.
yourself.
You're losing
Yeah,
your
you're
mind,
losing
but
your
no one believe
mind.
Oh well, damn. Okay.
ya. Sorry, bud.
All right.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
so is it Fluffy next to answer the question, or
Yes.
did he already answer it?
No, I
it
haven't
is-
answered
It's
it yet.
fluffy.
Yeah, it is Fluffy's turn to answer, and I believe the question was, when did you first hear of Undertale / Deltarune?
Well,
Mhm.
I'll admit, like Demon King, I heard it back in 2015. I saw Jack and Mark playing it, and I was like, oh, cool. I want to give that a go. But not make the mistakes they do. And I went for the pacifist run back in 2015. I was like, I kept getting my heartstrings pulled so quick. It was like one after another. No spoilers, though. I am not spoiling it for anyone that has not played it yet. So
It is a good game. If you're watching this and have not played the game yet, what are you doing here?
Indeed.
seriously, go grab the game. Give Toby Fox some love.
And some money.
And later money.
And money. But yeah, no joke. It is a fun experience. I do recommend it. I had a blast.
Seriously, give it a go.
But yeah, anyway. And obviously, I think, actually, Arcane, did you know about Deltarune before I started playing it?
Yeah, but I never got around to actually giving it a go because at the time being, I thought it was basically, gonna cost money, even for the demo.
I see.
But nope, Toby's like, here, have chapter 1 for free. Would you like chapter 2 for free as well?
These two
You have
chapters
to
for
wait-
free.
You have to wait 3 years for it, but you can have it also.
Yeah, they I mean, if it wasn't for the pandemic, we would have probably seen the game till it was completely finished.
Yeah. True.
But you gotta give Toby Fox some credit. Man has worked so hard. In a sense, actually harder than Scott Cawthon at this point.
And also hurt his hand.
True.
Yeah.
However he did that.
Oh, right,
I
you
don't
hurt his
know.
I don't
hand.
know.
Oh, that I didn't
Yeah, I
hear.
don't know how he hurt his hand. That poor guy.
Carpal
he
tunnel.
didn't-
I
he
tried to
didn't say,
code
he's
and
just like-
play ukulele at the same time.
Probably carpal
Sounds like
tunnel,
him.
that's what I'm thinking.
He was shaking
With,
his maracas
with only
too
one
hard.
hand.
Shaking his maracas too hard. That sounds like him too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Alright,
playing his
alright.
piano when he slipped.
All our gullible options.
Pam10 has basically done the beep beep.
Good way to keep us all in line, because sometimes you get way off topic really easily, which I appreciate. Thank you, Gibby.
Thank you, Gib.
Hello, I'm back.
So next is Pasta, but Pasta's also answered this question many times on here. So,
Okay, so Shadow then?
Yeah, I don't know if Shadow's back yet. Shadow, are you back yet?
I'm back. What's
Okay.
Okay.
so the question
when did you
is,
first hear of Undertale and Deltarune?
Undertale, this was back when I watched Markiplier and Jack more often. I literally saw it pop up in my recommended feed from Jack playing it one day. That's how I first heard of it. I can't remember when. I just remember seeing it was one of Jack's newer videos back when he first got Undertale and started playing it.
right.
And as for Deltarune, a friend told me about it, and I paid attention when it came out.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? My phone
Yep.
is on. Okay.
Yeah, we
It was a
did.
little bit quiet, but it was, yep, we heard it. A relatively simple answer, but a good one nonetheless.
Always a good one. Got
Story.
Me. Okay, hold on a second. What is going on with my settings? Hold on a second.
What is going on with your settings?
I don't know. I'm having a minor issue here. It won't take me long to fix. One sec.
Technical difficulties. Oh,
Slight
no.
technical difficulties. We're fine. That's why. That's what's going on. My chat was wigging out. We're good. Okay. This happens periodically whenever I stream. It's not a story stream unless something goes wrong. Okay, so
Yay.
that's just how it works. So, how I first heard of Undertale was, so basically I know Stranger to beta testing and all that kind of stuff. I've done different beta testing for various things. And when I first heard about this game, it was actually when it was just kind of started first circulating around. This before anybody actually started playing it. And I had seen it just randomly on a page which said, imagine a game where you don't kill anybody. Because it was around the time where, like, a lot of the games were just like, oh, you have to kill this person, you have to shoot this, you have to, like, it was everywhere. So for seeing that intrigued me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep a lookout for this game. Like, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to play it. Yeah. And then somehow, I can't remember what happened in my life around that time, but I ended up kind of falling out of social media for a bit. And then what ended up happening is that I think it was Jack. I think I saw Jack playing it. And instantly I like clicked in my head, I was like, this is that game. This was the game that I was trying to keep my eyes open for and wanted to play. And that actually got me back into the beta testing thing again, where I went looking for this game, found it, downloaded it, and I had begun starting to play like the first couple minutes of it, and then I stopped because I was like, this would be a good game for me to actually record. I want to remember this. I'm having a fun time with this game. And that was when I approached Shadow with it. And then my computer decided it just didn't want to run anything anymore. This is my really old unit. And then I since got the newer unit. And then I wanted to stream it again, and I just never got the time. It just ended up just like, because I always wanted to be able to do it with, like, you know, my friends, and I wanted to make sure we had the right time for it. And I never got the time for it because I'm normally a very busy person. I always try to get all my ducks in a row, try to get things to work so that way I can actually make time for myself to be able to do things like this. So now I have more handle on my time management. So I'm able to actually figure out how to get things working, how to get things done. And many years later, I finally got the computer that's strong enough to be able to run streaming, video games, and Discord at the same time. So that's when I was like, this is the time to do this. So I approached,
Was it worth a while?
It was worth a while. It was worth it. I have a lot more fun now, not trying to troubleshoot my computer constantly, playing games, than I would have if I had done this on my old potato. Right. And that was when I approached Shadow about it, and I was like, hey. Thing. And then Gibby, I approached Gibby about it because, like, Gibby was a part of, like, you know, like, was in my streams, and, like, we got to talking more and all that kind of stuff, which you found out we liked all the same stuff. And then I brought Gibby in to do voice acting as well, because basically what happened was day one, I ended up getting, like, the worst sore throat ever. And I had a hard time speaking. I could do the performance voice very well, but I couldn't shift it, so I couldn't do any of the voices. So that's when I was like, Gibby, I need your help. And I did the same thing with, like, Shadow, and of course Arcane was going to help. And I don't remember what happened, Arcane. Was it with issue with internet, or did you get sick? I think you got sick.
Scheduling, actually, I believe.
I can't remember what it was. I have a feeling it was either scheduling, or he was sick, or something happened with Arcane. But he was supposed to be there to help, and yeah, he he ended up getting sick. But I still included him anyway because I knew he was going to be a part of the stuff later on as well. So that's basically how I first got into Undertale, and I didn't hear about Deltarune until months later because I wanted to save it for when I first encountered it. Which, poor Gibby, I'm still going to continue to apologizing to you because you had all those amazing drawings that you wanted to send me and to talk about this like, you know, to Deltarune.
As one of the forerunners in the Spanton community, I was dying for 7 months.
Very much so, and I'm
Wait,
not
you're
going
one of the
to live that down.
forerunners in the Spantic community. What does that mean?
I was one of the people there, and I helped explain and develop the salt route.
Yeah, I was also there for that.
Oh yeah.
We were both there simultaneously.
But yeah, so I did say repeatedly how much I felt bad about that because I tried so hard and it still was like but we got it done. It was fun, and we do still plan on doing the other ones in the future as well as they come out, so that's gonna be happening. Yeah.
Alright.
So
as we do on this channel, pasta.
Yeah.
Pasta?
What do you got?
Oh, pasta There you are.
There we go.
I don't know what you guys were.
Alright. Is it my turn?
Yeah, I believe as according to the lineup, it's Ven's turn.
Okay. No, because I'm just here waiting. Okay, so, kind of long-winded. So, 2015, when the game came out, it actually wasn't Markiplier. I think it might have been Jack, and then later on, Nate Wants to Battle, if you know who he is. And I saw the game. The game is very much responsible for who I am today, because, cartoons, I was definitely having a hard time of where I was as an artist at the time. And then when Undertale came out, I had a blast with the game, and since then, that's basically what skyrocketed my interest in putting stuff out online. And I enjoyed the game. Like, I went through every little bit of Undertale and stuff like that, and I didn't have the game for a little bit, and then I ended up getting the game, and that was a fun experience, all that. But Undertale definitely was very, very impactful for me. And I, anytime, I love Undertale. I love Undertale so much. I love the way that they do their story. I love the way that they do their characters. For what I do specifically as an artist, I like to do character art and design, concept art. For those things, story building and world building are things that I very much enjoy. And Undertale definitely showed me of, what you can do to make a very definable and lovable character. And then later on, when that carried over. I continued to make art of Undertale for a good amount of time before sooner or later I had it was a few years before Deltarune had came out, or any announcement of it. I did not know about the announcement of Deltarune until a few days before Deltarune was actually going to come out, Chapter 1 anyways. And when I picked up Deltarune, Deltarune came out in 2020, did it not?
That's a good question.
It came out in 2018.
I think in the range of 2018 to 2019.
I'll look it up.
It came out on Halloween in 2018, and I know that specifically because instead of going out trick or treating or anything like that, I just ran through the chapter 1 as fast as I could.
I remember it was at least a year after I finally played Undertale for myself, which was back in 2017. I saw some videos, saw some songs, saw some memes regarding Sands of Papyrus, and that's what finally drove me to play it.
I can't believe that was 2018 and not 2020. That's so weird. So
Chapter 2 was 2020.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Maybe that's what. Wait a minute. I would have seen something about it then. Whatever.
Deltarune was 2021.
Gotcha.
It's not even been a year yet since.
Yeah, no, it was a period of time. I'm remembering now. But yeah, no, that time frame is a little fuzzy for me for multiple reasons, so pardon me. But
I think we all know the reason why, but we don't talk about Bruno. Let's go.
When we
Then it's 2022, by the way.
Wait. What?
The year is 2022.
Anyways, sorry.
It's okay. Take your time.
Either.
I can just hear the cranks in your brain and the gears in your brain just whirring.
Yeah, give me a break. I think slow. But so when Chapter 1 came out, I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun. I did play it. I played it before I saw anyone else do it, I think. And when I did, my friend group at the time, we talked about it and stuff like that. It was good, it was fun, but they weren't too interested in the game, or at least, well, one of my friends. That was it. But I loved it, and it definitely dragged me back into Undertale after so long, because again, there was a time frame where I, didn't think about Undertale. It happened, and I still see things of it, and yeah, pretty cool, neat stuff, yeah. And then chapter 2. By the time that chapter 2 came out, me and Gibu were like a year, because the year that we met, because if it came out in 2020 or 2021 of chapter 2.
In 2020.
Yeah, I know we met in 2020, but I mean like the date of chapter 2 when it came out.
That would be a year.
Yeah. So, you know, we're just getting to know each other for sure, and that second chapter came out, and that's what really just brought us closer together as well.
You played it without me.
Look, okay, actually, the explanation, I watched, what was it? Who did I watch before, and then I watched Jordan after, and then I played it the second, wait. The point was, when it came out, I watched, like, 2 other people play it, and it was, like, day after that I finished playing it and stuff like that, and I did, yeah, because it was Jordan, and then it was you, Gibu, right? That I voiced it. Yeah, I did play it by myself, but, and then I replayed it for the sake of me and Gibu doing voice acting, because, you know, we love voice acting, and that was really what brought me into actually going through with voice acting more. Especially the opportunity with you, Story, that was that moment where essentially, because I've always wanted to voice act. Like, I voiced act characters for Undertale in the past, and I had such a fun time doing it, and I always knew I had, like, a special love for voice acting, and it wasn't until this opportunity of being able to voice, characters in Deltarune in your stream was I able to realize this is definitely something I want to do on my my free time, and something that I can do, that like I can actually follow through with it, because I usually have problems with commitment. That's just how I am. I lose motivation halfway, and hence why.
Yep.
Oh,
we do that a lot.
Sorry.
All good.
My bad. But yeah, no. I love Deltarune. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Before you go, Gibu, I just wanted to point out that at some point, he is probably gone now, but at some point, there was a Goner boy in the chat.
Oh.
There was a what?
Our Goner boy, our third host, who is currently out on a mission, and so cannot co-host with us until he comes back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sadly, it's not a mission to save the world. Well, it is kind of, but not that type of. Not the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's on a perilous quest.
Okay.
All right.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior?
I have heard of Satan.
Yeah. Also, really quick, I also wanted to state something that's a little bit. So this is something that's gonna be unbelievable to a lot of people. So some of you guys have known me from the Undertale community. I had basically, when the game came out, I had delved headfirst into it. I did a lot of research. I started so many AUs on my own that were like I said, that aren't that popular. I had not once played the game until just barely 7 months ago. That was the first time I played the game. It had been years that I had been in this Undertale community, watched so many people play it. I had not played it myself until just 7 months ago.
Wow.
It's absolutely crazy. But yeah. Anywho, sorry. Gibby, if you want to answer the question. So for when you first heard about Undertale Deltarune.
Lord and Savior, the
No.
You know what the voice reminds me of? There's this series of YouTube videos called Terrible Writing Advice, and he has a voice.
Yeah.
He has a voice modifier that sounds just like that.
I don't doubt it. It's a stock mod, but yeah. So, I can summarize how I found Undertale in 3 words. Sans, culture, osmosis.
Yep, that's it.
I don't really need to explain much more than that, but I am going to. So I'm a Rayman artist, and I have left the community for various reasons in an unnamed group of Redditors that decided to join every media and kind of. They
Reddit
destroyed a
is
lot of
hell.
the people I looked up to. Anyway, we're not actually going to name those people, but I found a picture of my favorite boy, Rayman. He's a pure being, and Story knows this. Grouped up with a character I didn't know. I'm like, who's this skeleton? So I looked him up. And I looked him up and I found a lot of things. And then I researched the game. And then I showed my sister and she went into a 6-month brain rot where I showed her Sans Comic TV. And I showed her all the things that existed because, mind you, I was 3 years late to the party.
Oh, wow.
So I found Undertale the year that Deltarune came out.
Oh, nice.
And yes, I played that as soon as it came out, and I found out it existed the day it came out.
Nice.
And
See,
that's
there you
how I
go.
ended up in this fandom. Aside from that, though, the day that Chapter 2 came out, I decided not to play because I was waiting for a specific someone.
It's okay, Lovey, I forgive you.
But anyway, because of that, I found my favorite garbage boy, and I have not been the same since. I've been in the community for 8 months now, and I am one of the regional weirdos that likes drawing Spamton in various ways, but I will not draw Prawn.
They are an ace artist.
You're not gonna draw Prawn? How are you gonna how are you gonna
There's
appeal
a
to
difference
the
between
rule
lewd
43
and
lovers?
Indeed.
There's a
Hell,
difference
okay.
between lewd and prawn. I like going in the weird Nickelodeon area of that.
Oh, God.
I don't have to
Also-
explain that. Moving
Arguably
on.
worse.
Idiot!
If I may add that Gibu's the whole thing with like waiting on Story to finish the game so Gibu can go off about Spamton. That I mean, besides the fact that like yes, Gibu is my best friend and partner, so like of course they drowned me in art, but like
Love it.
we were making it together. We were both making Spamton art. Like we were both on a brain run, and Gibu was still in that brain run. I still am. I just have like other interests, but point being is that
I'm more
I
active in it.
knew all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and
Please
Gibu
tell
wanted to
you-
explode.
Yeah, I know, and I felt bad because I know how it feels to have to hold on to something for a long time. I'm just sorry I made them wait for 7 months. I did tell them repeatedly, you can show me these if you want to. I don't care. You're like, I'm not spoiling that for you, Fred, and I'm glad you didn't.
Anyway, love Spamton. In the community, I'm an active person, and please tune in for feature presentation coming this December 1st.
Oh, yes. That's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be technically your first stream, Gibby?
It is going to be the only time people will see me live, and I'll have a mask over my face.
Well, what if it's actually a success? That means you'd have to actually do more of it.
I'm not going to be actually making a profit off of this per my agreement with the stipendium. Because it's his work, I can't make any profit off of it. I will be writing my own song, making the costumes, the lights, the sound, the actual set, paying for the paint, and actually renting out the space from my local theater to do this, and it's going to be my final grade as a theater major. But, you know, fun times.
Yeah.
So
Half
if it does
bread.
blow up, number one, I'm going to point in all other directions, such as Kemui Cosplay, the stipendium, all the people online that help me, such as Story, Demon King, helping me getting my Twitch set up and so forth. The only money I'm making is to pay for the thing. Any profit I make is going to get sent to the other actual creators.
Yeah, Half-Bred Chaos, you in the chat, I don't know what internet proofed means, so...
Because the stream is buffering a lot, but usually when it buffers, it doesn't affect the actual, like, VOD.
Yeah, usually from what I found, the VOD, usually it's fine. Only in stream cases does it actually cause it to freeze up, but in the case that it does, I am also recording it on my stream as well. If you guys need this for the YouTube channel later, or if you need it for like anything later, I will give it to you. I will give you the VOD so that you guys can have it.
I'm looking at the settings right now. It says there's an encoding overload. Well, dang. Is that what?
Yeah, that sounds right.
But yeah,
so I will
used
be
to be-
selling some of the background dancer costumes to make up cost of production. So moving on from that, we'll get more information in August.
But yeah, in any event, mine seems to be running fine. So like I said, if you guys are going over the footage later and find that it's just butchered, I will give you my VOD as well, so that way you guys can actually use it. So
Okay.
Have something on Twitch.
you guys should be okay.
Anyway, Red.
Anywho, sorry, Red.
Red.
Okay, so
Red.
my first exposure to Undertale was when it first came out in 2015. I was in 3rd, maybe 4th grade. All my friends would never shut up about it. And we're talking about how it's this cutesy game where you don't have to fight people. I'm like, wow, that's fucking gay. I hope I never have to experience that. And then they pushed me more into it. And I became obsessed with characters like W.D. Gaster and Metaton, so on and so forth. And then I went on to live 3 years in blissful ignorance of the rest of it. Then Deltarune came out, and another group of friends forced me into that one. And then, in a really dark place around 2021, I decided, you know what, the 2nd chapter just came out, might as well watch Jacksepticeye's thing of it, and I decided, you know what, why not?
But yep. So that was how you found out about it?
That really is. That's the long and the short of it. I used to be really, really into it when I was like early middle school, late elementary school, and now I'm just aware of it and kind of interested in it, but keeping a very fair distance from it.
Understandable.
Because the most hellish experience of my middle school was interacting with the Danganronpa and Undertale fans.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my goodness.
I heard Metaton. Have I been called?
Oh.
Oh, that's not a Metaton, dear. Please go back to the kiddie pool.
Oh no.
Don't
Not
insult
again.
me. I only come out when I'm called. It's just that basic thing. And also, don't insult me, darling. I've done more than you.
Oh my
god. This is
I
Rocky
would
episode all
appreciate
over
this if
again.
I didn't feel like my eyes were on fire.
But those are some biting words you got there.
Oh my
Love
goodness.
you, pasta.
It's the Zaraki episode all over again.
Oh no. Alright,
So yeah, we have learned Lord Redmond's traumatic past. Anything else?
Definitely sounds more traumatized than the rest of us, that's for sure. And then I dragged him into this mess. I am sorry. I did not know all that.
Oh, you didn't drag me. I willingly walked into the slaughterhouse on this one.
So you're a what do you call it? I don't know what
Masochist?
yeah, there it is.
Story, what do you mean in my stream Gibby says redeem?
In my stream chat there was a Gibby says redeem from Fluffy Gear.
Okay. I will go back and if you can just DM me that, man, I'll work on it whenever we have a free moment.
Alright.
Yeah, just DM it, yeah.
Pasta.
Yeah, one last thing I'll say is that I have never actually seen Undertale, the original game, played from beginning to completion on any of the routes. I've only seen bits and pieces.
Oh god.
Shameless plug,
I've
go
never
watch it
seen
on
the full
Storywolf
thing.
YouTube.
Maybe.
The best part is how that cut out at the end.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gibby is so good at that. I love it. Anyway, go ahead, Cupcake.
We have a question in chat from Goner. Before, because he's lurking at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Did we want to go to the next question on the list, or did we want to look at Goner's question first?
Yeah, let's look at Connor's question. What do you have to say?
Okay, so first of all, Goner quotes a clip that I sent to him of the stream, which Gibby says, "Bees? Bees?" and then...
Get the freaking Nicolas Cage thing. That's a bees! Ah!
Yep. In which voice in particular?
Not any voice. It was just quoting it.
Oh god.
Yep. And then
the immediate cutoff.
Says Cat David, I'll ask a question. What's your favorite game besides Undertale or Deltarune?
Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, that's a tough one.
No, mine.
Alright.
But let's go. I believe it's Cupcake first, anyways, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, yeah, I have to answer a question.
Yes, you do.
Oh no. Let's see. Going strictly by games that I've played on the computer, because that's what I played Undertale and Deltarune on, I would probably have to say Psychonauts.
Okay.
That's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
I love Psychonauts because you look at it and it's like, oh, one, it's a fun art style, kind of cute, fun story and stuff. And then it's like, and then you look at it closer and it's like, oh, this deals with a lot of like mental illness and so on and so forth, and it does it really well.
I mean, when you're literally about diving into people's heads, it's kind of hard not to.
Indeed.
So where are you seeing these questions? I'm trying to see the questions you guys are looking at. I can't see it.
Scroll up in the general chat, the link from Pasta, you will get the Google Doc.
Yeah, it's not updating.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
It's not.
Well, that question was from Goner in the YouTube chat anyways.
Oh, that was from the YouTube one.
okay.
Alright,
That
yeah,
was
we're
the
also...
YouTube chat.
Fun fact, guys, we are also streaming on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what's happening right now, so...
Yes.
Congratulations, guys.
Neat.
I have a distraction redeem from a certain fluff. If we have a free moment.
Okay, I'll leave that up to the hosts.
Pasta,
Yeah.
do we have a free moment?
I guess.
Okay,
Go ahead, Gib.
here we go.
Hello, Mr. Story. I heard you were in need of a reliable servant to aid you in your wants and desires. If you need me for anything, do not be afraid to ask.
Stop your butler! What are you doing?
She ain't
time.
no butler no more, queen.
And there is Gibu choking a brick. Again.
We have a Wheeze compilation coming out for that, by the way.
Good.
Very
Good. I'll be waiting
that
for it.
That is up with J.K. Simmons' level of wheeze.
I love it so much.
So do I. It kills me every time.
If
When
you
you
want
have
more
it in
info,
there,
come
good.
join Story Streams on Saturdays.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh, this pup has no hope for it. Hold on, I'm just gonna do that.
New drinking challenge. New drinking challenge. Every time the Gibu wheezes, take a shot.
You're
Oh
gonna
God,
die
no.
of poisoning.
No.
You will die.
Shots of...
If your survival is up to
You'll
me,
die as
It's
fast
not
as you
going to
would
be a
if you-
very,
if you-
very,
if you-
very good chance. I can
Hold
promise
on,
that.
let me see if I can help get this going.
You're drunk.
You
So
die.
it looks like
you would
your
die as
stream
fast
is
as
pretty much dead.
you would die in this drinking game faster than you would in the drinking game where, back in the day, I would constantly talk about my IU and people wanted to hear other people talk and not me. Hey, look, self-criticism.
Love you, Pasta.
Pasta. How is your internet doing, by the way, Pasta?
Why do you ask?
I think I'm next.
Yeah, Jamie Kate will be next.
favorite game besides Undertale or Deltarune?
Tail.
Under the tail.
So, for those who don't know, I'm a game dev. So I'm making a game, so I'm a bit biased on this one. It's
A
the
little
game
bit.
I'm making. So, for those who don't know, for those who have not seen people play it, including Story, I am making a game called The Tale of Galariel. It is my baby, and I love it the most. But if I have to choose a game that's not my baby, Legaia 2 from the PS2 era.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, classy.
Exotic one. Nice.
I've been trying to figure out how to do the combat system in MV, which now I have to figure out how to do it in MZ.
Nice. Yeah, that's right, because it changed. They recently made it so that doesn't work anymore, so now we had to change to the new one.
Fun.
Yeah,
Yep.
all sorts of fun. Anywho.
After 2 years of working on this sucker.
Yep. A lot of work going into that thing. It's actually a lot of fun. It's a great game. I do recommend it, especially when it comes out.
June 26th, baby.
By the way, I just noticed that you answered the cupcake. I was just about to say the question. Never mind. Never mind.
Yay!
The Twitch question that was already answered.
All good, yeah. But yeah, so let's see. I believe it was Fluffy Gear that was next.
Oh, what's the question?
The
Favorite
question
game?
is, what is your favorite game besides Undertale
Or Deltarune.
or Deltarune?
Well, to be fair, it has come and gone. Damn. Well, damn, that's a tough one. I definitely would have to say, let's see here.
While you're thinking about that, Shadow's saying some cursed in general.
Yeah.
Hey, watch your damn mouth. Frickin' children are watching. At least I think. I hope they're not.
Pasta. Pasta. You sound like you've been put through multiple layers of TV static.
Are you talking through some detergent sheets?
Hang on, let me try to disconnect and reconnect, see if that helps at all.
Yeah, I'd have to say,
Hello.
in all
Hi.
honesty, and this is kind of new, but I love it. Iconoclasts.
Iconoclast, okay.
Never heard of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either.
Nice. Oh my goodness. I was dying. That was funny. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I was still dying from the redeem. Thank you.
Also, I heard someone join us.
Yeah, that was me. I disconnected and reconnected.
Oh, okay. Welcome
Do I
back.
sound better, by the way? Please say yes.
You
You
do
sound
at the
better.
moment. You cut out every once in a while, but it's fine for the moment. Yes.
It's much better.
Okay.
How do we sound to you though?
Oh, you guys sound absolutely fine. I've never gotten sound degradation from you guys.
Okay, cool.
That's good. You definitely sound better for sure.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's see. I believe actually it was pasta next.
Yes, pasta.
Good question.
Oh dang. There's so many good games out there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm thinking. I might just wuss out and just be like, here's a list of games I really like.
Chicken!
Oh, the yellow belly.
Oh gosh, come on, guys.
We're
I'm
all
just giving you
adults
shit,
here.
Pasta. Come on.
right?
Yeah, I know there's a favorite of yours.
We're all adult children here.
Yeah.
Oh, man, child. Man, child.
Well, if I had to think about it, it'd probably be, I'm a big I'm a big Nintendo fanboy. I know when they screw up though, but I can't be critical of them, but I am far too nice to them a lot of the time. And honestly, I think Super Mario Galaxy might still be my personal favorite. I haven't actually played it in a long time though, so
Nice.
How dare you steal my answer?
There's also Breath of the Wild. There's Mega Man X. There's Fallout New Vegas. There's BioShock Infinite. There's just so many games that I just love and cherish that I can't really pick a favorite one. But gun to my head, I guess would be Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh my god.
Good choice.
Which one?
Good one.
One or
Difficult
two?
to answer.
One.
Oh my goodness. This is pretty
Oh,
good,
hey,
pretty good.
that's MP4.
What?
Oh no, just the thing that was sent in chat. Sorry.
Oh, excuse
Yeah,
me.
I didn't want to bring it up because we were still on the topic of Undertale, but I couldn't resist showing the official quote-unquote poster.
I'm gonna head out,
cool.
guys.
That's awesome. But yeah, also, oh god, what the hell?
I love that so much.
I am sorry
Anyway,
for all the
let's
chaos
stay on
that has.
track here.
I am sorry for the chaos that entered your Discord. I apologize for it.
Man, I'm glad I turned off notifications because I'd be getting badoops up the butt.
Oh, you would. Oh, trust me. Let's see. I believe actually it was Shadow's turn for the question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite game besides Undertale and Deltarune?
Oh boy. As much as I love franchises like Sonic the Hedgehog and say Devil May Cry, I would have to say my all-time favorite outside of Undertale and Deltarune would be the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
Dude, same.
I literally played every game almost as they came out. Almost the only game I missed was Recoded, and I ended up eventually getting the 2 packs on the PS4 that had all the games and like the all cutscenes versions of 358 over 2 days and Recoded.
Shameless plug, by the way, Epic Games has all of it.
Yeah, my personal favorite one is Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. That game is fantastic.
Yes, that was awesome. Terra was the Lingering Will was a pain in the ass, though. Like
Terra? Who are you talking about? Who's this Terra? There's just a random set of armor that Sora just finds.
But, I mean, come on, come by Birth by Sleep. You know who that armor is by then.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
no there's no avoiding spoilers when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, especially since the big meme is talking about how confusing the plot is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm still planning on playing that, and I didn't know that.
The only
am so-
worthwhile part of those games is that Billy Zane's in it, and that's it.
I am so sorry about the
I'm
spoiler.
still-
Then I thought with how long it's been out, that would have been known by now.
I'm still planning on playing all the rest of them myself. So I've only seen up to 2, but I don't even know what you're talking about anyway, so it works.
Okay.
No,
The plot does become slightly more clear if you play all the side games too, not just the main 3 that are on consoles.
I am planning on playing some of the side games, to be fair.
I actually own all of them for PlayStation 4.
Nice.
So I planned on doing a Let's Play.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask Story to join me one of these days.
Oh my god, I would love that.
I played all the mainline games and I've also played all the and I played Birth by Sleep. I haven't played a Fragmentary Passage or Coded or 358 Days Over 2. I played a little bit of Chain of Memories, but I was just like, nah. I just want to go straight
Chain
to
of
2.
Memories. Oh god. Chain of Memories.
Heads up, real quick. Casting has asked you to lower your mic, Pasta. You're a little loud.
Yeah, I'm trying to adjust that right now.
And to finish off with my whole Kingdom Hearts thing, I have not played the Remind DLC. I am way late on that. I've been trying to do a refresher course, and I am on the last game besides the main Kingdom Hearts 3 game itself, Dream Drop Distance, for my little self-refresher on the plot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
I
I'm
thought
actually
this
debating
is
on
probably
buying all
the
of them
it's
again
probably
on
the game
Epic.
that is like most like if you're not the know-how, that it's not gonna make like any lick of sense, because it is very much being like, you better be with the series
Okay,
or you're
not-
just gonna be so lost.
Oh my god.
Like even Kingdom Hearts 3 does have a
Not to distract, but
Yeah.
can we get back to the questions?
Good
yeah,
point. Good point.
Yeah.
The only
I
reason
don't need
why,
to hear a plot tangent about a subpar Disney corporate game.
Oh, good
the only
lord.
reason why
Eh,
we went on the song is because Gibu was not here to basically do the beep beep.
Yeah, true.
Well, you have
Hey.
to kind about it doing it.
Gimmy's
then.
back.
And
Look
on
at the devil.
cue.
Speak of my name and I shall appear.
So I went.
Okay,
I got
Satan.
water. Who did we go through to say their favorite game other than Undertale or Deltarune?
I
We
believe
played
it's my.
Story.
I believe
Yeah,
it's my turn
Story's
now.
turn.
Okay.
So, oh boy,
Go.
let's see. Choosing a favorite for me is very difficult. I've played quite a bit of games, and some of them I barely remember because my memory is just, to put it bluntly, my memory is not very good. I do remember some key scenes of some games that I have played that have really stuck with me. Like my very first game that I actually played by myself was Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, that's
And
a good one.
that game stuck with me for a while. My very first game that I ever played as a kid was, this can make me sound old, but bear with me, Kaboom on the Atari. It's because my mom owned the Atari, and so I was able to play it.
Nice.
And when we first got our, yes, I'm very old, guys. when I first got my, I'm like 35, and when I first got, we first got the Nintendo system, the NES, and the first game that we actually got was, I believe, Super Mario Brothers. It was a game that we could play together as kids, like, me and my brother, and that was like the first game that I played like with my brother. So that was a good one that I very much connect with. Let's
The microphone
see.
nearly had a heart attack. Am I really that bad?
So, but I have to say, one of the most recent games that I have played, besides Demon Kings is amazing, but I can't really plug it yet. I mean, I could say, like, play it on the 26th, it's great. But nobody has seen it, so can't, I mean, some people have seen parts of it, but, anywho, that is one of my favorite ones. That's one that hasn't come out yet. One that really stuck with me was the To the Moon series, specifically the most recent one, which was what was it? Imposter Factory. There is one scene in particular, and I actually did highlight this scene because I took animation and design, especially like 3D design, in college for 2 years. So seeing what they did with that one scene, the one scene is the lavender field. When you first walk up those stairs, open that door, and there's a massive lavender field, and every single sprite is moving, even in the background, all of it. There's nothing that is standing still. And it is the most gorgeous thing I had ever seen in pixels. It struck me. It was so awe-inspiring. So that was one big thing that, for me, as far as visually, that I, like, absolutely fell in love with, hands down. But as far as favorite games, I did love the Kingdom Hearts series again. I know somebody else said that. I did love Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I have not played 3 yet. I want to, but I want to stream it all. So here we go again with the whole waiting until I'm able to stream it thing instead of playing it right away, because it's the only time I have time to play video games. But yeah, so that's on the table sometime once I get the time. But yeah, so I have a lot of favorites, but I have to say the one that really stuck with me was Final Fantasy VII, because that was the first one because basically what happened was my brother went through that stage, as all young children sometimes do, especially young boys, and they go like, oh, girls can't play video games. Keep in mind, he was 4. Kid didn't know any better. So I ended up picking up the copy that was bought for him and started playing it myself. And I ended up beating it before he did. So
Nice.
I mainly did that out of like, just to show him up at the same time. The storyline it was one of the first times I ever saw like some of the tropes that everybody does now. It was one of the first times I'd ever seen that. The only other time where I had seen a trope happen that really got me, that made me laugh so hard, was I went back and I played a game called Beyond the Beyond. Some of you guys might not know this game. This came out for the PlayStation 1. And it was one of the first games that came out on PlayStation 1. It was the first release with it. And it introduced this character that you could get in your party. And this character was insanely strong. You fought against this character, and it was a forced lose. This character beats you. Mm-hmm. And then it turns around, and it gives you the opportunity for him to be on your team. And you go, oh, this is sweet. I'm going to get this amazing character on my game. This is great. I'm going to breeze through this game. They nerf him right off the get. They basically take him, poison him, and it's a curse poison, so you can't get rid of it throughout the entire game. You're stuck with somebody who went from having like basically the equivalent of strength 10, which is the highest in the game, to a 1. I was like, oh, this game. But yeah, so it was absolutely fun. That those are my favorite games, hands down. A lot of them, but those are my favorites. And now we're at Fen.
Yeah, for me, I've been trying to think of an answer, a proper answer, because I don't exactly have a favorite video game, but there are series that, there's specific series that are very close to my heart, more like. And probably the biggest one, like at the very beginning when I started getting into video games as a kid, was actually the Spyro series, specifically the original Spyro trilogy and the Legend of Spyro trilogy. Those two are very close to my heart. They were the first real games that I played because we have almost every console besides the PlayStation 1. We did have the original Xbox, but we don't have some of the, well, we do have the newest consoles, but I think the only one that we didn't have was the PlayStation 1. Because of that reason, we played it on the PlayStation 2, but we didn't have a, what's it called? The thing to actually, the memory card. So what did we do with that information? With me and my 2 other siblings, we would go as far as we can in the first series of Spyro, the third one in the series, Spyro Year of the Dragon. Because it wouldn't remember, we start over. We played as far as we can of the game. We never finished it, but we would try to see how far we can go because we didn't have a memory card.
Yeah,
so,
that reminds me of something similar that a person went through. It was actually with the first Crash Bandicoot game. He just like when he first got his PS1, that was like the first Crash Bandicoot game was like the first game he had, and he was just so and honestly, like, he did like every single thing he could to try and just keep his progress. Like he would keep the TV on overnight, as in turn off the TV and keep the console on overnight.
Yeah, we did that too.
Remember that?
Luckily,
I remember doing that. As well for some games, it was nuts.
I was just gonna say as well that I guess the closest, now that I'm thinking about it, the closest game to I guess being a favorite would also be the Rayman series, and I mean the entirety of all the games, because, just it's my favorite game. Like, I don't know why, I like Limbless Man. Limbless Man, go burr.
He is adorable, I gotta admit.
Yes.
I love him. And the pinnacle of my middle school years was Rayman. And it continues to be a part of me, even if right now Ubisoft doesn't care, and nor does the fandom. Like, well, no, the fandom does care, but certain people ruined it. Again, me and Gable were both present for that.
Yeah, what's funny for me is that I basically knew almost nothing about Rayman. It was one of those things that I kind of heard about, like, once or twice as a kid, but because we didn't have the console for it, and we only could afford, like, one game at a time when we were kids, we didn't get it because it was a single-player game. We bought mostly 2-player games at the time. So, we never bought it. But, basically what ended up happening is Gibby, like, explained it to me. and got me into it. And I do want to stream it eventually, so I haven't played the games yet. But I have also become obsessed with Rayman in recent recent development because of it. Because I love Rayman. He's adorable. He's a sweet boy. I'm kind of sad that I missed it as a kid, but I'm glad to be picking it up as an adult. So
Yeah, just Ubisoft is a jerk. Ugh. And I guess again, it's more of like not recent. Well, this one is recent, but Madness Combat has not only been a brain rot for me because I was born in 2001 and Newgrounds was still very much a thing and stuff like that. It came out like 6 years ago, but I was not a Newgrounds kid, so I'm now these past years I've been picking up because of Friday Night Funkin', and that's another favorite title of mine. I have multiple. But no, right now my brain rot right now is Madness Combat, but I also think it's probably one of my favorite series, even though it only has 2 games, but it has like a video series and stuff like that, so it's like
whenever a Newgrounds creator is born, God flips a coin.
Oh God!
Either get a Justin Roiland or a Jordan D.
Because of Friday Night Funkin', I finally went and refreshed myself on some Newgrounds stuff, or saw it for the first time, because I never saw the game that kicked off Newgrounds, Pico School.
Yes! I love Pico School, even though it's actually terrible, but, you know.
Mine before you kind of wheel it back in quick.
But yeah, I recently binged stuff. I went and played Pico School after watching a playthrough of it myself. Watched a couple of other things, including with Pico. Including the unloaded fan animation that had him freaking break dancing as he blasted down the Uber kids. And somebody actually went and made a Friday Night Funkin' mod.
I saw it. I was about to mention it. I'm all about Friday Night Funkin', so we need to have a conversation. We need to have conversation about this later. But anyway,
we railed enough.
That included rewatching all of Madness Combat.
Later.
Do it.
Gibby. This is your turn.
Gibby time.
Gibby was muted.
Wait, didn't Gibby already go, or am I just blacking out?
Gibby's back. Gibby?
Hi.
I was troubleshooting my shimejis, which have all broken because of an update with Java, so I am back.
Of course they have.
My answer was going to be Super Mario Galaxy for the reason of it was the first game I was allowed to play without having my siblings around, because I'm the youngest of 3.
Ah, okay.
I'm 2 years behind my siblings. Things that they do, I do early in my life. Because I'm following in the footsteps of older children. Anyway, first game I ever saw, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the original Genesis. Played by my mom, because my mom was a speedrunner.
Ah, yes.
Ah, nice.
So, I found that game. First game I ever played was Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. And the first game that I owned that not a lot of people knew about and is still my favorite game to this day, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door.
Yeah. Nice one.
That was my first
taste.
That was my first Mario game. That was my first Mario game besides the classic Mario.
And now I have a sad story. I used to be one of the people that I was attempting to speedrun Luigi's Mansion. But upon moving to where I live now, I lost the disc.
No!
I still have the save file. I just don't have the disc to play it!
Oh
no! So yeah, there's my answer. Thank you for stealing my answer, so I had to delve into the depths of my mind, which was my parents learning that the actual plot of the game involved demons. And they're like, do we want to keep playing this? Yes, you do.
Nice.
Don't mention demons, Gib, because that would just basically bring up a story relating to another company, and I think we all know where that would go afterwards.
I'm talking about the actual plot of the game.
No, you mentioned demons, and what do you think I'm referring to?
Devil May Cry.
No.
Good question.
Not Luigi's Mansion, apparently.
Praise be the old ones on that. Next.
Red man.
Oh my goodness. But yes, Red is next.
Bioshock.
Right.
Just Bioshock. He's keeping his simple. Sonic was a game that I played a lot as a kid too as well, but as far as like my absolute favorites were the ones that I listed. But Sonic does have a special place in my heart too as well. But anywho.
For me, it's nostalgia. I just remember the ones that were nostalgic because I loved all the games. Just games are good. Video games good.
For sure.
I mostly just read, so I'm not a very avid gamer.
It's all good. Reading's good too.
Understandable.
So what's the next question?
Anywho, so next questions.
I had to switch back to the dock for a moment. So, what made you want to dub Undertale and Deltarune? I am assuming this is mostly for story because she's basically the project manager in a sense.
Yes. So what basically made me want to dub it. So basically, as a kid, me and so basically nowadays, now we all obviously have, like, you know, people watching other people play video games on YouTube and all this kind of stuff. Before YouTube was a thing, we did that at home. So basically what we did was me and my cousins and my siblings would all get together. We would all sit around the TV and would watch us play games together. That's what we did. We literally would have this pile of children sitting in front of this tiny TV watching one or two people playing video games. And what we ended up doing was we had enough people where, especially when we started playing Final Fantasy VII, because then we ended up playing it together after I had beaten the entire game. And what ended up happening is that we started going, okay, so some of us are too young to read this game, so we're going to read it for them. Yes, pile of children.
Yes.
So some of us older kids would read it for them. So we ended up basically having like, okay, brother number one, you're gonna be playing the part of Cloud. Sister, you're gonna be playing the part of Tifa. Like we would just actually like read whose parts were saying what, and everything. And that's what we started doing. And then when I started streaming, it just felt right for me to do the same thing for certain games. It just felt right to me. So first I started trying to voice act them myself, but I had a very hard time trying to actually change my voice to proper spots, and I have chronic allergies, so it makes it even more difficult. I do very well at singing. Voice acting, I'm still learning. It's a new process for me. So, which I know that Gibby has offered to help teach me if they are so inclined, but not yet. Anyway, so because I'm too busy.
I am a trained voice coach.
Yeah, so there's that, which I'm so glad I met Gibby. Anywho, so when I started wanting to voice act, but actually read these parts, I did it for my first live stream that I ever did, which was, not live stream, but my first, actually I did it for a couple things. I did it first for my YouTube channel, which was, I played this demo called Heartbound, and I played it all the way through. It took me so long to beat because the boss was difficult, too difficult, and which for me, it's not that great of a thing to say because I suck at bullet hell. I suck at it. I admit it.
It's okay.
So anywho, so I voice acted for that one, and it was fun. And then when I started streaming, I tried my hand at the game Mad Father, which at the time I had a potato of a computer, which could barely run not alone the game, but the streaming service. So I had to go back and play it multiple times to just get the footage I wanted.
I remember.
And yes, Cupcake remembers the horror that was me playing the potato.
I was there.
Yeah, she was there for the
computers
for the chaos. Potato computer. Now I have a Tarrasque and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love this thing. But I spent a lot of money on it. Anywho, so I started voice acting for that, and I noticed that people were coming just to watch me play that and to voice act for it. And it started reminding me of when I was a kid, sitting around the television, playing games and voice acting. And for me, I was like, well, I wanted to do this with my siblings, but a lot of them are busy. So I was like, I have friends now that I've actually, and now I have friends that I can actually do this with. So, because me being the social outcast that I usually am, I don't usually have a lot of friends because, social anxiety and all that is fun, especially when it's face-to-face contact. This is fine for me. Face-to-face, I'm a mess. So...
Same, though.
It's okay.
So that was what made me want to do these in a dub setting. It reminded me a lot of me growing up with my family, so it has a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling for me. So that's the reason why I wanted to do it. So then that's how this was all born.
If I may put in a side note, I have a similar thing to Story of me and my siblings used to voice act for Paper Mario, which is why I now have a voice morgue of voices I can do, such as I can do Toad's voice on call. So that's why I'm a voice actor, because I did the same thing as a kid that Story did.
Nice.
Nice.
I didn't have that, but I wish I did.
All right, so really quick, it looks like Shadow is like saying that he has to go to sleep. So is there anything you wanted to ask him really quick before he dips out?
I don't believe so. And
Don't believe so?
Also, not gonna lie, we might need to wrap the stream up a bit sooner than I probably want to, because it's almost like 1 a.m. where I am, and the thing is, I'm fine with staying up as late as I need to, but my brother's who's recovering from being sick.
Oh no.
He's just like, he really wants to get one more good. He wants to get like one more good night of sleep, so he can wake up tomorrow probably being all better. So yeah.
Aww.
Poor guy. But yeah, I just
Feel
wanted to
better.
make sure because I
sent
knew
you the healing wishes.
healing wishes.
He's
Wishes of
actually.
healing.
If you actually want to talk to him, it's like his Discord thing is like at Night of Doom, and he's actually in this Discord. So if you want to just say,
That's right. That's right. I will send him healing wishes in the Discord.
There you go. That works.
yeah, let's freak out my brother. Have
Just
a
randomly
bunch
have
of people just randomly be like, get better, and then he'll be like, yeah, who are you?
You'd be like, what the heck is happening? Why are there strangers messaging my phone?
Thank you, but also what?
Yeah, just what?
Oh my gosh. But anywho, I just want to make that clear. I just want to make that clear because I knew that our Sans character was like gonna be dipping to go to sleep, so I just want to make sure if anybody wanted to ask any questions or something.
You could say I'm as much of a lazy bones as he is.
His voice is pretty natural for the part. It worked. Anywho.
Well, this is just a general question that I wanted to ask all of you. What do you think your best performance was?
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay.
Well, I'm disposable, so I can't really say.
Nah, no, you're not.
Oh, come on.
Honestly, Red, for me, I felt like you made an amazing Chaos King. Your Chaos King voice was on point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, that was my favorite for you.
Did you have a favorite line to say as Chaos?
I like the plugs. You also did a good job on the plugs.
Yeah, that too.
Little plug babbies.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I can't really say because as cool as I think I did a voice for Chaos King, it fucking hurts my throat to do, so I can't really say I have a favorite line from him.
Understandable.
Yeah, to be fair, you did an amazing job with him, though.
Are we going in order again for this question, or any order?
In your case, Shadow, I would say you could probably go first since I know you got a dip.
Yeah.
Let's see. I tried my best as Asgore, but if I had to pick which one I felt I did best, it would definitely be Sans, because that was the one I didn't have to try too hard, because apparently my natural voice fits in with Sans pretty well. And I think I did really well for two of his last important talks, which was the restaurant, especially the line where he's telling Frisk that had it not been for that voice in the ruins,
Threatening the child in a restaurant.
Stand.
Yep.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, no, I thought the same thing. I thought Shadow did an amazing job with Sans. Like, his voice isn't the typical thing that everybody sees on the internet as far as Sans goes, but the way how he carried it, his personality worked perfectly with it. So that was my personal opinion on it.
Okay.
And according to story, I also did the Judgment Hall scene really well. So.
Oh yeah, I was in tears.
Oh.
But yeah, so let's see. Now we could probably try going down the list now as well. Demon King, who did you think was your favorite? I know you voiced a few of them.
Well, mainly, I voice people who have this voice entirely. But I think one of my favorite voices killed Story.
Ah, yes.
So.
I know what's coming.
So
you can do it, it's fine.
No, I know I can do it. It kills Story every time. It kills everyone every time because of how I warm up. Give me a moment.
Let me show you firsthand.
Oh,
Master gave Dobby a Glock. So Dobby gonna grab some
Dobby with a Glock.
Well, I use this voice for the cat lady who's just cleaning all the time.
It also happens to be Dobby.
Task manager. Spell it the way you don't think it is.
Yes, it's Task Manager.
Yep.
But it's perfect. It just makes us laugh. It's great. We love it.
This place is filthy. Dobby, get the knees. Keys.
Oh,
Maybe
God.
cap some knees. I don't know.
Oh my God, I love it.
But yeah, either way.
Oh my God.
Just quickly switches back to.
Just
The
right.
thing is, I have not used my normal voice this entire time.
No, he has not. He's been in character this entire time as the puzzle guy.
Puzzle man.
Alright. Alright, let's see. It would be Fluffy, yes.
Fluffy.
Yep.
So it'd be Arcane's turn. I think he said he would be right back though. So let's see. I didn't voice many characters, but one thing I did do, which was kind of fun, was for each character that I played as Frisk or as Chris, I basically did just some improv with them, with whatever character that I was talking with. One of my favorite ones was actually Chapter 2 with Chris. When spoiler alert, when we actually found out everything that happened with Chapter 1 and then started Chapter 2, and I kept having to have my character trying to explain what happened the previous night to Susie, and the Susie would just cut me off.
Yes.
Like, by the way, Susie, I need to tell you something. It was really important. Something really crazy happened last night. Hey, Chris, let's go over here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
There you are. So, Arcane, what was your favorite character to play as?
Honestly, it was a blast playing the characters that I played, and I wouldn't have been able to do it if it weren't for Gibby.
Aw.
Aw.
But yeah.
It's the truth, because literally, I didn't have an idea or a clue on how to voice him. Gib gave some tips and advice, and I worked with it as best as I could for each one.
Mm-hmm.
You did a good
Myself
job.
a voice coach.
Yeah.
Voice coach or not, you helped out a lot.
But which
Don't
one was your
deny it.
favorite to voice? What did you enjoy doing?
I'd have to say, oh man, it's kind of a close call between Birdley and Malleus, but I'd have to say Birdley.
Yeah,
Oh my
Birdley for
God.
you was fun, for sure. We had a blast with that one.
Because
He
every single
deserves to be
time that he-
frozen.
Chicken Nugget Man.
'cause every time he spoke, and when he was the antagonist at the time being, Story just kept saying, I want to punch you.
Again, I said it's not you, it was Birdley's dialogue.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to punch the character. I don't want to punch the voice actor. I want to punch the character.
Yeah. I kept saying that. I said, no offense, Arcade, you're fantastic. You're doing a great job. Burdley's dialogue is just annoying as heck because he's just this conceited nerd, and I want to punch him so bad.
Well, I can't blame you.
Yeah.
He's that much of a dork.
You know it's bad when the pacifist actually wants to slap someone across the face.
Ah.
But anywho, I did think you voiced Birdley very well, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so anywho, I believe it's Ven's turn next. I know Ven voices mainly Lancer, but I know he also voiced some other smaller characters as well. So Ven, what was your favorite?
Yeah, if I had to say, with the Deltarune series, that Lancer is definitely my strongest voice, and I do think it's super fun. Like, I think it's super goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it's my favorite, it's like almost my favorite, but you know, well, for the series, I guess it would be. I do have other voices for the other Deltarune characters. I personally like my own Queen impression, which is like Burgley. And yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I was a little jealous knowing that Cupcake was playing Queen because I really wanted to play her, but it's like no, she does a good Queen and stuff like that. But no, it's I do like my Lancer voice, but if I had to say my favorite, it's actually my Queen voice.
Nice.
Ven was the voice of Newbert.
Oh yeah, he was the voice of Newbert too, which is absolutely adorable.
Like, oh yeah, him.
I have to say really quick, actually what was really cool was like you three voicing Clover, which was, I believe it was Cupcake, Ven, and
Clover.
And yeah, and also Gibby, yeah. They each took one head, and they just voiced each head, and it was perfect. It was just absolutely glorious.
That was fun.
Absolutely loved it. Actually, while we're on that subject, Cupcake, you didn't answer, even though you're at the top of the list. What was your favorite character to voice?
My favorite... So, I have my overall favorite, which was, of course, Queen! But then,
Noelle, sweetie, gravy.
Noelle, sweetie, gravy, honey. But then I had, like, favorite parts from my other characters, which was, Noelle's, what? While she was, spoilers, choking Burgley.
Choking Burgley.
That was clipped. That is actually on my channel as a clip, and it's absolutely glorious. I was dying.
So good.
You're welcome. I'll share it.
And then, and then also my other favorite, which actually I think I broke story a little bit with that one, was when at the end of chapter 1, Toriel calls Chris at the school after getting out of the Dark World, and she says something along the lines of, Chris, where have you been? But I changed it to, Chris, where the have you been?
And there we go.
And yes,
I was dying.
Those were some of my favorite things.
I was just gonna mention, because I realized I forgot to say it, but the other voice that I've also done that I really wanted to do was Noelle as well. Because I did it for Gibu's, because me and Gibu did our own voice acting thing personally. But I'd like to think that my Noelle voice is also pretty strong. I'm trying to remember what I did for it, but I was gonna say that was the other one that I really liked.
You did the voice of Captain.
Oh,
that's right. Oh,
My
that's
memory's
right.
terrible.
That's also what they did too.
Okay, Captain's like my second favorite.
Yeah, you three did really well with that one too, as well, with the 3 robots. That was
Mademoiselles.
So good. Yeah, that was also pretty fun too. You guys were on point with those too. So.
And in case anyone else wants to see it, I left a clip in the Discord chat. I could also leave it in the YouTube chat for others.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
And there we go.
Yeah,
so now, Gibby, I know this is a long list for you, and I know that usually Spamton is absolutely your favorite. But what is your favorite one to actually, like, you know, do as far as, like, in Deltarune? What was your favorite moment?
Sorry, I went quiet for a second. My brother
voice
came in.
mode crashed. Oh no.
Voice mode. We can't skip you, Gib. You're the last person.
You're the last
You're
person
the
in
last
line.
person.
Everybody went already.
Oh my god.
I'm back if anyone cares.
Hi, Zelda, how are you?
Oh no, well, no worries. Go ahead and
back.
try and get your voice mod up again. But hold on.
I wonder who is my favorite person to voice.
Well, I know Spamton is your favorite person. That's what I'm saying. Is that like? So, what was your favorite part to voice? Because you've done quite a lot of them.
There is a specific one, but as I said, my voice mod crashed, so I'm having to reload it. Give me a second.
No worries.
No worries.
Yeah,
Voice mod just doesn't
take your
want to stay
time.
alive.
Not today, I guess not. But I did the Susie voice. And the
Yes.
reason I don't do it the same as everyone else is because, well, she's a monster. And her snoring and her laugh are kind of growly. So I decided to push into my fried horsing range of my voice.
I love it.
Which I love it. I personally think it's great.
It's my favorite Susie voice, and I've heard like several different kinds, and honestly, this one's definitely one of my favorites. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's honestly what I hear all the time when I think of Susie's dialogue is I hear that voice that Gibby does. And that's not just because Gibby's the only one that I heard before, but I just love
same.
it. I honestly just love it.
Agreed.
Gibby, your voice is perfect for Susie.
It has
Yeah.
a lot of exactly. Thank you. Essentially, you already have like your voice fits it, but then adding the gravel and the low tenor works even.
Here we go.
God.
Aside from the fact that I actually do have a lower range voice, like,
I can go up really high and I can talk like this. Like, I'm able to mimic a lot of the voices that Cupcake can do. I'll do you.
But I also have a naturally lower
For a second, I was just like, wait, is that Cupcake talking?
It took a second, right?
Brought that up. Would you like to have the honor of basically demonstrating your swatch and how it made Story squirm?
Good God.
I would if voice mod would activate because it is crashing.
Just saying from
making Story feel things that they should feel about a bunch of pixels.
Good Lord.
Oh no, don't worry. I've given several disclaimers that she is taken. She has one.
Yes. Good Lord.
Also, just gonna from Twitch, the Halfbird cast. I'm frightened and intrigued by your dark powers, O vocal wizard.
Vocal wizard.
Yeah. Gibby is
Vocal
what they're
wizard.
talking about. I'm assuming they're talking about you, Gibu.
Yeah, Gibby is extremely talented and plays a lot of the voices in here because from the start, Gibby was basically the auxiliary. So basically, if nobody wanted to voice any character, Gibby took it, which was important because I couldn't do some of the voices at the time.
I did the voice of Sans whenever Shadow wasn't here.
Yep.
It was one time. Alright.
One time.
And
Well,
also did the voice of
Timmy!
Yeah. Oh God, here come the Sims.
Unless we're trying to delve into space, I've been absent because I'm doing my own stuff.
It's all good, no
Yeah,
worries.
so, as soon as I get my voice mod back up and running, I can tell you what my favorite line was. It's just crap.
I know, I feel so bad.
voice mod being a jerk.
I mean,
Alright.
there's always a thing that I always say. It's not a story stream unless something goes wrong. And it's always a fact. Something happens every time we have to troubleshoot. Every freaking time. Doesn't matter what it is.
Your bad luck symbol Story. We should.
You're spreading the curse of Story.
No. The
I
infection
need
is
to talk to you
spreading.
later, Story. I need to talk to you later.
Okay. It's like the infection is spreading. So basically,
Okay.
just make sure
Test
you
one,
use a
test
lot
two,
of
test three,
hydroperoxide and wash
coconut
it out.
papita, pata.
And I'm out.
Unclear.
Exist.
You
Yeah.
exist.
Have a good
Were you-
Spreading more and more because we've been going for like 2 hours now.
Oh God. Were you saying
Bye.
goodnight, Shadow?
Yeah, I was saying goodnight.
Night,
Good night, Shadow.
Night,
Thank
Shadow.
Good night, Master.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much. Thank you so much for coming. I know it was a little bit crazy for you to get here, but I appreciate you so much. You're my best friend and I love you. Thank you.
Aww.
Same to you, Story. No problem.
All right, talk to you later, bud. Bye.
Y'all take care.
You too.
Later.
Illinois.
Now then, Gibbs?
Go ahead, Gibby.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
My favorite voice line was actually not from Swatch, surprisingly enough. But while I'm here, so I don't overload my thing, I'll just keep talking in this while I wait for my voice mod to buffer. Also, this is my equivalent of the Honeycast. So, yes, this is a redeem on Stories Twitch. If you have enough channel points, which is if you watch her long enough, you can ask me personally to mess with her.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, didn't somebody else also say Gibby says besides me?
I don't think they
believe
redeemed
someone
it.
attempted to redeem something, yes. But they didn't have the points.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah.
As
think it's what it
My actual favorite voice line is from my favorite garbage man with a midlife crisis.
There he is.
There it
It's
is.
trash, man.
My favorite line is, "Hey, it's me, Spamton G. Spamton. Feel so good about myself."
Holy flip.
I used to be nothing but the email guy. Now I'm the birds, birds guy.
I love it.
All the benefits of having your partner being a voice actor.
Oh my god. It's so much fun.
Benefits indeed.
Definitely
Just
hijinks.
hearing you switch between those two is just so funny to me.
It's great, right? Oh god.
That's
Wonderful. On my comedic timing.
Yeah, he's really good at comedic timing as well, because like as you heard before, the whole like muting like in the middle of a scream is usually like the favorite way of signing off.
Also the
Oh,
wheeze.
yeah.
What was that?
Also the wheeze.
Oh god, the wheeze are the best.
I have
I love the
become a
wheeze.
symbol of story streams, and I take that with pride.
Oh my god.
Good. Because you're amazing, Gibbs.
Also, I will give one free little distraction.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Do it.
You
Oh,
guys
boy.
continue with your thing. I'll just do it when you least expect.
Of course. Oh boy. Oh man, that's gonna be nuts. Anyway,
Oh, yes.
let's see. I think okay, so Gibby was the last one for that question. Do we want to
Red
keep...
went first, and then yeah.
Yeah, we kind of went out of order because I did Red and then I did Shadow because I knew Shadow had to bolt, and then we tried going down the line.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Afterwards.
That's last.
I'm just.
That would be Redman.
Yeah, I think Red already said that they
Red went like second.
yeah,
Oh.
Red like second,
I'm
yeah.
just totally disposable here.
You're not disposable, shush you.
You say it again, and I will slap you.
With love.
You're not supposed to. My artwork is garbage.
And
Alright,
you are
well, I'm
disposable,
gonna.
and I'm a garbage player.
Oh my god.
Well, the thing is, it is getting quite late where I am, so.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Welcome to the
I'll
club.
ask you guys one more
AM.
question because the other questions I've had you've already kind of answered by just.
Indeed. By
yeah.
just talking.
That's
Yeah.
true. We did kind of do that as well.
Yeah. Like, I was gonna ask you, how did you decide who performed what, and and the answer was basically whoever was there that day.
Oh, who performed? Oh, I got an easy answer for mine. I bitched and cried until someone just gave me something.
Oh, dang.
That wasn't exactly how it
That
happened.
someone would be me.
Oh god.
Okay,
Basically-
Because you're the
the-
person's story directed me to.
Let's story talk.
I am the voice director.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
Diva is the voice director, and
the-
also the like before we got into Deltarune, specifically before we got into Chapter 2, some of us who had been there since the Undertale streams, basically called dibs.
Yeah, basically that was what kind of happened. So
I
what
want to be
ended
the
up
soft
happening?
boy.
So basically,
I
what
wanna be the
happened?
soft boy.
So basically, what ended up happening is that when I first started, like I said before, it was just me, Gibby, and it was going to be Arcane, but he ended up getting sick, and then something happened. I can't remember what it was, exactly what it was, and Shadow. So it was like at least just the three of us, and my voice was already kaput for the rest of the season. So basically, ended up being mostly Gibby and Shadow. And then when we got towards the end of it, I normally played Toriel towards the start of it, but by the end time we got to the final part, my voice was practically gone. So Cupcake came in and saved the day for me with that part.
I came in with Alphys.
And then
No, I
Alphys.
came in with Monster Kid, and then came in with Alphys, and then I'm like, do you want me to do Toriel? And she's like, yes.
I was like, yes, please, because my voice is shot. So
Like,
basically,
yes,
that was
I
how that
can.
happened. Because Cupcake came in for Monster Kid, and then Alphys, because I loved her Alphys voice.
Yeah,
and then
my Monster Kid voice, my Ash Ketchum.
Pretty much. And then, as we got into Deltarune, I wanted to make sure that I didn't spoil myself. I had already seen all of everything for Undertale, so I knew how the Undertale was going to play out. I knew what characters would sound like what, and what I had a plan for. For Deltarune, I didn't want to spoil myself. So I trusted Cupcake and Gibby to pick the people who they thought the voices would fit most best with the characters that came in. So that was how we kind of did it, because I didn't want to spoil how my experience at the time. So that's how that worked. So it was because of Cupcake and Gibby that we were able to figure out who was going to play what, mostly. That was how that happened.
Yeah. It's good to know that you have enough faith in Cupcake and Gibby that you can feel like you can delegate voice acting, scouting for them.
Yeah, for sure. I trusted both of them. I figured having both of them bounce off each other was the best idea.
Then again, as someone who has worked with Cupcake plenty, I can see why you find her trustworthy. She's great.
And Gibby's experience with voice acting.
Doc.
Love you too, Narumo.
Aw, you guys are adorable. But yeah, I also trusted Gibby because I know Gibby was very experienced with voice acting and knew was already so far into the fandom as far as up to the certain point, because poor Gibby has been waiting for me to catch up this entire time. So I knew Gibby would be able to know what characters would be more I don't want to say acceptable, but more like a perfect fit for the role, basically. So that's exactly how we were able to figure that out. And then I heard his little toothpaste boy voice once at in the little it was I think it was an art stream that I was doing, and I was like, okay, we gotta have that in for Lancer for sure, because that was perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how it came to be. All I knew was that, I did my impression of how I do Lancer for my own stream, for my own thing, not my own stream, sorry. But that you heard it, and it's like, we'll do it for yours too, essentially.
I was like, yes, please. I don't know who this Lancer character is, but I was like, that voice is perfect, forever that was.
I vouch for you, Ven.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it you, Gibu?
Yeah, Gibby was in stream with us and vouched for you, for sure. And then you did the example of the voice, and I was like, yes, we gotta have that in somewhere. I don't know where, I don't know who Lancer is, but you gotta put it there.
Now I'm the little toothpaste boy that everyone knows and loves.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that was so good. You played him so well, especially in some of the difficult parts towards the middle or end of chapter 2.
Oh, when the baby gets hurt?
Yes.
Yeah,
because I know how to make it gut wrenching.
Yeah, especially chapter 1 when poor toothpaste boy was getting the crap beaten out of him by
I know how to be an asshole.
Wait a minute. Oh, I have to show the we could I want to send the art that I made, because obviously we have the picture that you made that for the stream, but the funny one that I made with the characters, can I send it that it could be shown on stream?
That'll be up to Pasta and Cupcake.
What do you guys?
I'm gonna show something cursed.
Fine.
Yeah,
it's the only thing I'm gonna show. I just need to find it, but yeah.
Yeah, basically, Ven also made a couple of different different stuff for Deltarune as well, and for Undertale. Sorry, my brain blanked right there. There was one fun thing that actually did happen. One of the bosses, it wasn't a boss, it was an enemy. One of the enemies that I had an issue with, and one that basically got to the point where it was just starting to become like meme worthy, just about, was the Vegetoids. I could not live through a single attack of those things to save my life. So
I'll send the that picture that you're talking about, as well as the other one that I made for you as well. Might as well, and then I'll not send that anymore.
Also,
no worries.
I love the fluffy Ralsei duck. I love it.
I thought you were.
What?
Yeah, this one was fun. Just I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Just the cute little toothpaste boy.
Yeah,
Love him.
I remember. Oh, I was.
Eat your greens. No.
Oh yes.
Eat your greens. No.
Yeah, the story.
Look at that little Jojo.
Yeah, just little Jojo in the corner.
Little Gabby in the background, like, what going on?
What's happening? And then just eat your greens.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I hated the
Can you
Vegetoids.
send the spamlings, the bitty spams?
Oh, that one too, because the spamlings became the second surges of Vegetoids.
Let me find it. Where is
My
it?
beautiful spawn.
You're beautiful.
You don't have to show all these pasta, but
Yeah, I'm gonna specifically show the sketchbook one because, oh Jesus Christ, so.
It's
I found
so
it.
cute.
Okay, we got it. I got it.
good.
Try to get it on screen where people can actually see it and not just envelop the whole thing. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, look at the squiggly deal.
So the spamlings, that one was fun because I'm sitting there trying to dodge all these things while Gibby is doing the voices in the background and everybody is like trying to help me. And I'm just like, no. I just kept saying no. I was like, no.
And I knew I had to draw it. I knew I had to draw it the second I heard it. I was just like, yeah, no. This is funny. I'm gonna capture this funny.
Do you remember the line that happened whenever you were doing that? And I just love your response. Just I'll give you tail insurance, and also price, an absolutely terrifying price. Price is so low, everyone, I know it's
Oh my god.
What do you do with the insurance?
Don't buy
Wrong.
insurance.
Wrong.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy the
Wrong.
insurance.
The final deal. I love them when you try to do, or the final deal you have to do with Spamton. And if you say no, he just gets wide and says wrong.
Yeah.
Yep. Why?
I was like,
base.
Wrong. And you were just
See,
like,
I'm not
no,
the
I
only
don't
one.
want to accept it.
Yeah, no, I had a hard time with that. I was like, oh god, it was wrong. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really good with bullet hell, and I tend to get panic quite a bit. So it is fun and entertaining to watch, but it also can be frustrating at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, Story, can I tell them who you couldn't beat in Undertale?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Story couldn't beat Papyrus.
Yeah, nope, I took me out.
And had to do the thing where if you fight him for a certain amount of times, then he's just like, he's just like, are you having trouble? I think we can just skip this if you want.
Yeah, he gives you the pity win.
A moment of shame here. For the first couple times I played through Undertale, I just thought that's how you won the boss fight.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
Oh.
Did Mark have to do with that as well?
Oh yeah,
You
didn't he?
also never beat a certain someone in Deltarune.
So, oh yes, so the Deltarune one I have to explain. So, everybody could see that when I continued on to chapter 2, I had the Jevil's tail. But I never beat Jevil. The reason why is because I tried for 3 weeks to beat him, and I got so close repeatedly, but I just couldn't get past certain parts of it. As soon as it got to the carousel or the chaos bomb, I couldn't beat him. So what I ended up doing was I did the equivalent of passing the controller. I sent Gibby my save files and had Gibby beat it for me, because they repeatedly, the whole time while I was doing it, beat it like 13 times. So I was like, here, take the save files
In a single
and go ahead and beat it. In a single week. And I was trying to beat it for 3, and I just couldn't. I do plan on going back and trying to beat it.
Because I did.
Yeah, I plan on going back and trying again, but not anytime soon.
Yeah.
But the funny part about that was poor
The
Gibby.
funniest thing is I did an insult to injury.
Yeah.
I did it without healing items.
Yeah, so I had all my healing items when I got into Chapter 2 as well. So, another thing though, one thing I felt really bad about with Gibby was that when I sent them the save files, I sent them one file that I should not have sent them, but I didn't know it, because the tutorial I found was crap. And I sent it to them, and it crashed their computer repeatedly when they tried to load the game. And I felt so bad. I was like, Gibby, I'll give you anything, I'll do anything, and that's where the Wii's compilation is gonna be coming in. I was planning on doing it anyway.
Compilation.
But the Wii's compilation is gonna be fantastic.
As a repayment of me beating Jevil and then sending her the file back and telling her how to load it without crashing her computer.
Yeah, and also dealing with it crashing her computer as well. Gibby's computer. So
Indeed.
that was the fun thing about that. So that Jevil's Tale is worth more than, like, my soul at this point. That Jevil's Tale's not going anywhere.
Nope. It took so long to get it. I am not unequipping this.
Yeah, nope. I moused over it to check it one time, and Gibby nearly had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, we have that one clipped as well. I did a banshee squeal.
That was beautiful.
Yep. I was like, I wasn't going to take it out. I was just checking the stats. Calm down. I was not going to do that to you.
Story.
Oh God, I wasn't. I swear.
Also,
I'm in San Diego. Guess where I am?
And with that, Pasta,
Yes.
did you want to add anything before we close out?
I believe not. I think we are just gonna end it about here.
Okay.
I'm sorry that this was kind of such a mess, because I totally did not forget that we were doing this today. For some reason, I
totally did not.
Totally not. Sure.
And totally did not think it was gonna be Sunday for whatever reason, even though it doesn't make a lick of sense. But hey.
Oh my God. But yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah, no, we usually do these on Saturday, so I figured it was the best time for us to be able to get together, because we already were doing it. So.
Yeah. The next time you do this, can it be on a Saturday?
Yes.
Well, alright.
So
All right,
yeah, for those wondering, hey, are you actually gonna be doing more Determined podcast stuff? Yeah, we are. It's just that me and Cupcake really need to sit down and actually figure out what the heck, like, a schedule and stuff, because we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have been waiting in our Discord server for a while to get their own episode, and we just kind of completely.
We just
I
blanked.
feel that. It's hard, especially when you don't have
wanted
a
to offer.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to offer, because I'm doing the production for the feature presentation, which I will be working with other creators to try and make it even bigger. I wanted to offer to you guys, whenever the actual production work starts in August, I wanted to offer, hey, could I join the Determined podcast and show like